Thank you, Madam Chair, and appreciate you calling this hearing and for your early leadership on this issue. On January 30th, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a public health emergency of international concern. On January 31st, Health and Human Services Secretary Azar declared a public health emergency. Undoubtedly, this virus is having an immediate and tangible impact on our nation. In recent weeks, it's become obvious that our economy is not immune to the effects of the virus. We must summon every available resource of the U.S. government to overcome the impact of the coronavirus epidemic on the U.S. economy. Diseases do not know borders, and COVID-19 is no exception. Over the past few months, global leaders have been ramping up efforts to improve international information sharing and cooperation. Last week, the House Foreign Affairs Committee passed the Global Health Security Act, a bipartisan bill that I introduced along with Democratic Congressman Jerry Connolly of Virginia. This bill strengthens our commitment to leadership on global health security and puts in place necessary personnel and systems to respond to pandemics like the coronavirus. As the COVID-19 spreads in the United States, the entire public health service must be operating at maximum capacity to combat this threat. Since 2015, Congress has made strategic investments in public health resources. We increased the NIH, National Institutes of Health, funding by 39%, and the Centers for Disease Control, CDC, funding by 24%. To minimize the impact of COVID-19, it's important to adhere to guidance provided by public health experts, whether it's from the CDC or our neighborhood healthcare professionals. 5 days ago, Congress passed an emergency funding bill to support the administration's efforts in addressing COVID-19. That legislation included $20 million for economic injury disaster loans, EIDLs, serviced by the SBA's Office of Disaster Assistance, which leads the federal government's long-term economic recovery efforts. The SBA's disaster loan program provides numerous direct loan options for disaster victims, including EIDLs, which provide working capital to small businesses affected by disasters to keep them afloat until they can resume normal operations. In this committee, we will continue to consider any proposed assistance strategies to counter the negative economic impact of COVID-19 on America's small businesses. I want to thank all the witnesses for being here this morning. Thank you, Madam Chair, for holding this hearing, and I yield back your time.